Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, I'm Jan. I love helping people save some money and more. The name of my channel is Save Money and More with Jan. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate every single person's time. I really, really do. Want to talk to you today about surprises. Now, most of the time in life, surprises are usually kind of good. Like, for example, a surprise birthday party or anniversary party, or somebody blesses you in some way, shape, manner, or form. Like, for example, if you go out to eat and you didn't know a friend of yours is sitting at a table a few tables away, then you go to pay your bill, you find out that your bill has been taken care of. These are really nice surprises, and they certainly make life a lot more interesting, to say the least. But there are surprises and there are surprises. So a friend of mine recently contacted me and said, "Jan, did you take a look at your, cable bill?" Now, don't get me wrong. I do have, a decent package. Always, try to work out and get the best possible prices. And of course, there goes my bird clock. So I have noticed, it seems to me, and of course to my friend who has been complaining, that it's like very much more frequently happening. It seems to both of us like every 6 months we're getting some sort of a weird increase. That kind of surprise, needless to say, we could do without. And here's the thing, this is one of the reasons I am not a personal fan of auto pay, especially if a person is, let's say, on a shoestring budget and they want to make every single penny work. And I do believe in having a budget buffer, but that's another show. But for those that, maybe, in the process of trying to get their, balance together and this and that, I personally do not recommend auto pay for reasons like this. Now, some people receive their billing statement online and some people don't check it. Some people maybe get a paper bill in the mail and don't check it. It is really important to know what is coming out of your bank account. It is really important, especially if you're on auto pay, because for some people, if they're not paying attention, let's say a bill jumped up $10 and a person is on a really squeaky budget just getting by, that $10 could turn into actually a huge loss. Like, for example, like a bounce check fee, for example. Or some people don't have that budget buffer, or they don't have it built into their account that there wouldn't be a problem if they overdraft. This kind of surprise no one needs. So my message today is stay on top of your bills. I don't recommend auto pay. I know it's convenient. I'm not saying it's not, like for the person that has like a gazillion bills, but do at least check to see if there's any changes. This is really important. It is important to keep on top of your bank account. Fees change, this, that, and that, this. This is the way people have leaky wallet syndrome. People say, well, what happened? They're like looking around, throwing their hands up in the air. Now, okay, now that's an example of money leaving us, okay? But some people say, oh, what's $5 increase? That's, for example, one bill. Another bill might have gone up $7. I mean, let's think about it. At the end of the month, it could be like at least a $30 to $40 change coming out of your account. So it really does add up. And it's just a better idea in general to keep abreast of what is actually coming out of our checking accounts month in and month out. Now, where I am a big fan of, okay, are instant savings, automatic savings, especially the instant savings are for when, like, right then and there, you definitely want to save X number of dollars and you make that easy transaction, okay? Now, the automatic transfer for that from your checking account into your savings, set up a recurrent date every month. That is something you are fully in control of. That is something you know the date of. That is something that you could always fix if that date isn't good. And it's just very convenient and you won't miss it. If you put away, let's say 50 or $100 or whatever the amount that works for you, that would, instantly come out of your account around the time that you receive your deposit. A good rule of thumb, in my opinion, let's just pretend that the 15th of the month is the date of your regular deposit from somewhere, from X, Y, and Z company, okay? A good rule of thumb, in my honest, is to schedule the savings to go out about 1 to 2 days later. Should there be a delay for whatever the reason, maybe a calendar date reason, or you don't get the monies on a certain, day of the week or whatever. So that way you are assured. Just, like keep that in mind when you're considering such an option. So there are ways, and there are ways. There are ways that money adds up, these little leaks. Plugging up the little leaks in life add up. This is why I personally get a little frustrated. How do I get a little frustrated? When people don't think that every little bit counts. It might sound so minor. Oh, it's only $5 an increase. Yeah, over there. Or it's only $10 an increase. So let's add it up. All these oh wells, oh well this, oh well that, oh well this, oh well that. Lots and lots of times those oh wells can really add up. And I do have a question for you. Just wondering, when is the last time that perhaps you might have checked your account to make sure everything is good? Accounts, plural, whatever the case may be in your case. And also to notice, has there been any change, any increases? Because a number of friends of mine in different areas of different bills have been pointing, to my shoulder and, contact me saying, Jan, did you get an increase here, there, and everywhere? All of this adds up, okay? Now, we can control it. We could sit around and be upset about it. Well, don't get me wrong. I was upset too. So I said, you know what, Jan, you're going to be upset for a limited time only. And then after that, you're going to have to make a decision about this. Are you going to do things, take steps to cut the service down? Are you going to ask directly what is going on here? Why this increase out of nowhere? Sometimes I'll call in about certain things that I might have noticed increase. And I'll hear a song and dance on customer service that it's some sort of tax thing, an increase of tax, whatever. And that might be the case. There's absolutely nothing I could do about a tax increase on their end. I mean, that's just the way it works. But a person always has control if they want to remain with that company, remain with that type of an account. Can you make an adjustment? And always, always, always ask to negotiate your bill. This is something that is, in my opinion, underutilized. And it's a silly thing to bypass. Really sit down and ask. What could it hurt? It couldn't hurt. But don't just, sit around and complain, because you're only going to upset yourself. Have a few minutes of like sitting there and like making your grumpy face like, then after that, take some action. And I want to wish everyone an amazing, fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here.